Welcome back. In this lecture, we'll start with neo-pluralism, and we'll also try to cover neo-pluralism. Right. So, what is neo-pluralism? As was given by Robert Dahl and Charles Lindblom. Right. Robert Dahl gave his concept of polyarchy in his idea of pluralist theory of power or democracy. Right. What is polyarchy? Polyarchy is nothing but power lies with pressure groups, lobbies, right? Etc. It means it is basically a criticism of theory of power elite by C.W. Mills, whereby C.W. Mills suggests that power lies with some few elite. On the other hand, Robert Dahl, in his theory of pluralism, says that power lies with pressure groups and lobbies. In concept of polyarchy, he suggests that right one facet or one characteristics of his concept of polyarchy is that power is equally distributed among amongst pressure groups. Power is equally distributed amongst pressure groups. This is concept of polyarchy. That power lies with pressure groups. Power lies with people through pressure groups, and power is equally distributed amongst pressure groups. Right. This is the idea of polyarchy. Now, from polyarchy, he gives his new concept of deformed polyarchy. Deformed polyarchy. What polyarchy is? Power lies with pressure groups. Such power is equally distributed among them. In deformed polyarchy, the concept remains the same, that power lies with pressure groups. But one thing changes. The thing that changes is that power is skewed towards certain pressure groups. Power is skewed towards certain pressure groups. Right? What does this mean? What does this mean? This means that some pressure groups are more powerful than other. Some pressure groups are more powerful than other. So tech tech lobby, or let's say Jew pressure group or APAC, right? Jew lobby in US is very strong. Jew lobby. So Jew lobby will have more power than Hindu lobby, or let's say Muslim lobby. This is what Robert Dahl tries to explain in his neo-pluralism. Right? That some pressure groups are more important shit, than other pressure groups. Right? Right? So pressure group or power is skewed towards certain pressure groups. Some pressure groups have more power than other. Right? Some pressure group have more power than other. Now the idea of neo-pluralism is basically keeps one thing constant with respect to pluralism, that pressure group has power. Right? But it absorbs a concept of elitism. What is concept of elitism? That power lies with power elite. That power gets concentrated. This idea it accepts that power get concentrated, and the second can get more powerful than other. Right? If you remember Miliband's theory, right? Miliband's theory, instrumentalist theory of power, that capitalists have. This is also similar to that. This is also similar to Miliband's theory. Right? Okay. So Miliband's theory, what it suggests? This is Marxist theory. Miliband's theory suggests that corporate corporate controls both superstructure and basic structure. This is what Ralph Miliband suggests, that corporate controls both basic structure and superstructure. There is complete control of complete control of corporate on both superstructure and basic structure. On the other hand, neo pluralist suggest that powerful groups have have control over decision making only. Right? This is the idea. Neo-pluralism deformed polyarchy. Polyarchy was power was equally distributed among pressure groups. Deformed polyarchy is power is some pressure groups have more power. Power is skewed, right? It takes elements of both elitism and Marxism, right? Then the next theory that we have to understand is neo pluralism. Neo pluralism given by Eric Nordlinger, right? Eric Nordlinger. He analyzes third world analysis of developing world, right? And he suggests that, as Dahl suggests, that lobbying happens, pressure group happens. Eric Nordlinger says that in developing world, in third world, state is most powerful lobby. In third world, in developing world, state is most powerful lobby, right? This concept is very close to Hamza Alvi's overdeveloped state, very close to Hamza Alvi's overdeveloped state, right? I hope you understood this. Neo-pluralism and neo-pluralism, concept of deformed polyarchy, and state as most powerful lobby in the third world. In the third world. Okay. Then we have to understand criticism of representative democracy, right? Criticism of representative democracy, right? Refer Rousseau's quote that Englishmen are only free once in 5 years, right? You can quote that, whereby he criticized representative democracy and says participation is needed. You can quote Hannah Arendt and her concept of political man, right? Then you can mention Carol Pateman in criticism of representative democracy. Carol Pateman. Carol Pateman in her book Participation and Democratic Theory, right? Participation and Democratic Theory. She criticizes disbelief in competent competentness of masses. Both pluralist and elitist theory think think masses are incapable of taking political decisions. She criticizes that in her book Sexual Politics. In her book Sexual Politics, she suggests she suggests that she suggests that sexual, no, not sexual. In her book Sexual Politics, she suggests that social contract made liberal democracies, right? Social contract made liberal democracies. But in this social contract, women are not represented. This is criticism of representative democracy. Carol Pittman. Again, she will say that participatory democracy is the way to go about it. Right? So you can mention Rousseau, Hannah and Carol Pittman. But the most important critique of representative democracy was given by Macpherson. Macpherson. Macpherson suggests that both elitist and pluralist theories are only procedural, right? What is procedural? It means that they focus on process only, process of elections, process of free and fair elections, process of act of voting. But elitist and pluralist theories are not substantive. They are not substantive. They are not empowering masses. They are not empowering masses, right? Representative democracy, theories of representative democracy, elitist and pluralist theories are not empowering masses, and he gives his concept of Dahl-Schumpeter axis. Dahl-Schumpeter axis, right? Right. Elitist theory of Schumpeter and pluralist theory of Robert Dahl, they have one common element in them, which is procedural. Both of them are procedural, right? Both of them are procedural. They are not substantive, right? Right? This is this is the criticism of representative democracy as given by C.B. Macpherson, right? Somehow he places pluralist theory to be more broader than elitist theory because it has some participation of people in it. Otherwise, he criticizes both elitist and pluralist theory of power or democracy. This is the idea. This is the idea. From the next lecture, we'll start with deliberative democracy. I hope this helped. Thank you so much. Bye bye.